Dear students, hearty welcome to TCJ Chemistry. In this class, we are going to discuss short notes on the chapter Solutions. Solution contains two parts, solvent and solute. More quantity is solvent, solute is the less quantity. Now coming to the definition of solution, it's a homogeneous mixture of two or more chemically non-reactive components having uniform concentration. Okay. Now solutions are divided into three. They are gaseous solution, liquid solution and solid solutions. Second heading is concentration terms. They are mass percentage, volume percentage, mass by volume percentage, parts per million, mole fraction, molarity and molality. Now the third heading is solubility. Here first one, solids in liquids. Pressure has no effect, but temperature has effect. If the process is endothermic, solubility and temperatures are directly proportional. And if it is an exothermic process, temperature and solubility are inversely related. Then the next one is gas in liquids. Pressure has effect, and there we are studying one law, that is Henry's law. Henry's law, P directly proportional to solubility or mole fraction. So P is equal to KH chi. Chi is the mole fraction. KH is known as, it's a constant, Henry's law constant. Then the applications of Henry's law, one that is related to soda water, and the two bends are the creation of application of Henry's law, and the third one is anoxia. It's a short notes only, you have to explain these things. Then the effect of temperature. Temperature and solubility are inversely related. Then the fourth one, vapor pressure. First we are studying vapor pressure of solids in liquids. That is, when a solid dissolved in liquid, it becomes now a solution. Vapor pressure of solvent is greater than vapor pressure of solution, and the reason is, in the case of solution, the surface area for evaporation decreases. Then the second one, vapor pressure of liquid in liquid. These two liquids are volatile. Here we are studying a famous law, that is Raoult's law. In the Raoult's law, mathematical representation is P1 proposed to chi1, or you can say P1 equal to P10 chi1. And P2 proposed to chi2, or P2 equal to P20 chi2. Here P1 and P2 are the vapor pressure of first and second component. Chi1 and chi2 are the mole fraction of first and second component. P10 and P20 are the constants, where we can say P10 and P20 are the vapor pressure pure component 1 and 2. Then the case of non-volatile solute, the Raoult's law is total pressure is equal to P1 only, and it is equal to P10 chi1. There is no chance of P2 or chi2. Now the fifth heading is two types of liquid-liquid solutions are there based on Raoult's law. They are ideal and non-ideal solution. Then what are the special features of ideal solution? It obeys Raoult's law. Here delta H and delta V are 0. AB interaction is equal to AA or BB, and the fifth point is the resulting solution will be cooler than the first one. Then the case of non-ideal solutions, it not obeys Raoult's law. Delta H and delta V not equal to 0. AB interaction not equal to AA or BB interaction, and the resulting solution will be warmer than the first one. So non-ideal solutions are of two types. Non-ideal solution showing positive deviation from Raoult's law, and non-ideal solution showing negative deviation from Raoult's law. So here the differences. In the case of positive deviation, it has a pressure greater than the pressure expected from Raoult's law. Here delta H is positive, that is greater than 0. Delta V is positive, that is greater than 0. And here AB interaction is less than AA or BB interaction. Okay. Next, coming to negative deviation. Here the pressure is less than the pressure expected from Raoult's law. And here delta H and delta V are negative, that is less than 0. And here AB interaction is greater than AA or BB interaction. Then coming to graphs of ideal and positive deviation and negative deviation. Here we are assuming that 1 is, that is first component is less volatile than 2. The graph is like this. In the case of ideal solution, we are representing the graphs as dotted lines. Here chi1 1, chi2 0. Here chi1 0, chi2 0. You know the graph is vapor pressure versus mole fraction. In the case of positive deviation, you can see pressure greater than the ideal. In the case of negative deviation, you can see pressure less than ideal. Next is cause of positive and negative deviation. What are the reason for positive deviation? The reason is AB interaction is less than AA or BB interaction. So A and B can easily vaporize us. That is vapor pressure greater than the pressure expected from Raoult's law. Vapor pressure is more, therefore the boiling point is minimum. Then the cause of negative deviation, here AB interaction greater than AA or BB interaction. So A and B cannot vaporize us easily. So the vapor pressure less than the pressure expected from Raoult's law, and they have maximum boiling points. Then the seventh topic is azeotropes. What are azeotropes? They are the binary mixtures having same composition in liquid and vapor phase and boils at a constant temperature. So azeotropes are of two types, minimum boiling azeotropes and maximum boiling azeotropes. In the case of minimum boiling azeotropes, boiling point of the solution is less than the boiling point of the two components. And these are the solutions which show positive deviation from Raoult's law. Then maximum boiling azeotropes, the boiling point of these solutions are greater than the boiling points of two components. And these are the solutions which show negative deviation from Raoult's law. Then the eighth topic is colligative properties. These are the properties which depends on number of solute particles. There are four types: relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, and osmotic pressure. Then what is relative lowering of vapor pressure? It is delta P1 by P10, and the formula for molecular mass from this is P10 into W2M1 divided by W1 into P10 minus P1. And the second one is elevation in boiling point. What is elevation in boiling point? It is delta TB, and the equation is delta TB equal to KB into M. Now the formula for molecular mass is 1000 kb W2 divided by delta TB in W1. Here Kb is a constant known as ebullioscopic constant, and the third one is depression in freezing point. So what is depression in freezing point? It is delta TF, and delta TF is equal to Kf into M. And the equation for molecular mass is 1000 kb W2 divided by delta TF into W1. And the fourth colligative property is osmotic pressure. And what is osmotic pressure? It is pi, represented by pi, and pi equal to CRT. And the equation of molecular mass from this osmotic pressure is W2RT by pi V. These equations you have to study for solving problems. And the ninth topic is advantages of osmotic pressure. Advantages are the measurement is at room temperature, molarity is used here, and the magnitude is large even for dilute solutions. And the 10th topic is differences between hypertonic, hypotonic, and isotonic solutions. Hypertonic solutions are the solutions whose osmotic pressure is higher than the other one. Hypotonic solutions are the solutions whose osmotic pressure is lower than the other one. And the isotonic solutions have same osmotic pressure. And in the case of hypertonic solution, if we placed blood cell into it, the cells will shrink. In the case of hypotonic solution, if we placed blood cell into it, the cells will swell. In the case of isotonic solution, if we place the blood cell into it, nothing will happen. So while taking intravenous injections, it is very necessary to add saline water to the medicine. Then the 11th one, edema. It's a condition in which water retention happens. The persons who take more salty food and swelling or puffiness happens here. Then the 12th one, reverse osmosis. The direction of osmosis can be reversed when we apply a pressure higher than osmotic pressure. And the use of reverse osmosis is for desalination of seawater and the purification of water. Then the 13th topic is abnormal molar mass. Molar mass greater or lower than the expected value in the case of electrolytes are called abnormal molar mass. So abnormal molar mass happens only in the case of electrolytes which undergo association or dissociation. In the case of the electrolyte which undergo dissociation, number of solute particles decreases, so colligative property decreases and the molecular mass increases. In the case of the electrolytes which undergo dissociation, number of solute particles increases, so colligative property also increases and the molecular mass decreases. So the relation between number of solute particles, colligative property and molar mass is this one. Number of solute particles directly proportional to colligative property, while colligative property and molar mass are inversely related. By using this formula, we applied this case in the case of association and dissociation. Then the 14th topic is Van Hoff factor represented by the symbol I. It is used to know the extent of association or dissociation. And the formula is observed colligative property by calculated colligative property. In the case of association, I is less than 1. In the case of dissociation, I greater than 1. The last topic is modified equation using Van Hoff factor. In the case of first colligative property, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure, it is like this. Delta P1 by P10 equal to I into N2 by N1. First it was N2 by N1 only. Now we included this I also here. In the case of elevation boiling point, the equation, the modified equation is like this. Delta TB equal to I into KB into M. In the case of the third one, delta TF equal to I into KF into M. In the case of the last one, osmotic pressure, the equation is like this. Pi equal to I into N2RT by V. So all of you use these short notes in the previous day of your exam for the quick revision. So all the best, my dear students. Thank you.